Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video we will be talking about the gold making and how I do it. In the first video about this I was talking about the mission tables, the callings and the world quests that I do and use to make money. Now, in order to get more gold in and use more mission tables, you want more characters at level 60. Once they are at level 60, you can use the mission tables, the callings, and the world quest. But before you are level 60, there's also a good way of making some gold before you're actually at level 60. The easiest way is basically to use professions and sell the items that you find during the leveling. Also make sure you pick up everything that you can loot, and I will explain why in a second. The last part of this video, which will be the next video, I will be talking about the auction house. But one of the things that sells really good is Transmog Items, and not only the green items but also the white and gray items. Blizzard did announce that white and gray items will eventually be able to use as transmog items, so you would be able to make a set with those items, and people really like it and they are buying things from the auction house. So in order to make some money, you need to loot everything. You want a lot of different pieces to sell in the auction house. So the way I do it is, first up, I make a character and I try to level it level 1 to 10 in the new Exile's Reach starting zone. In this zone there are unique transmog items, white, grays and greens. So just kill everything you see, loot it and try to get a few pieces. Also, the set you start out with can be sold on the auction house. There are some items that can drop that you can sell, some of the greens that you can sell that sell really well. I think they are on average about 5 to 10k a piece. I had a piece that was 25k. You can get it by just making a character, playing Exile's Reach, sending it over to another one to sell it. It's that simple. Also, the greens that you get, do not use them. Do not use any greens you get while leveling unless you get them from the quests that you do. Otherwise, either sell them, or if you pick Enchanting as a profession and the disenchanting value is higher than what it's worth in the auction house, disenchant it and sell it on the auction house. So that's also one of the professions I use for leveling. I use a combination between enchanting, mining and herbalism. Mining and herbalism give pretty good XP when you mine or herb something, and it also gives you the materials to sell on the auction house, and materials sell quite well, so that's one part. The other thing you can do is enchanting in order to disenchant any greens that are not too valuable for the auction house. I think the easiest is mining and herbalism. If you don't feel like killing things or doing quests, just go to a zone and farm some herbs and ores and just level up that way. With the mining will be a little bit more time consuming, but you can get the let's see what the mount is called. I think it's the, oh, we have a gift. I think it's the Sky Golem. Yeah, the Sky Golem Mount. You can use this mount to just herb something without getting out of your mount. Let's see if we can find anything here. This guy has herbalism, right? Yeah, herbalism enchanting. You can just stay in your mount and get your herbs. I got 4 of them. And this way, if you are not level 60 yet, you will get some good XP in, and you will be able to get your experience going and get your levels in that way. So for the first levels, 1 to 10, go to Exile's Reach. If you've done this, try to do this on different characters that have different armor. So cloth, leather, mail, and plate, as they all have different sets as well. And that way you can get all those sets, you can get all those items and sell them on the auction house. Then from level 10 to 50, the best thing to do is level characters in different chromie times. If you don't go to chromie to select anything, you will go to BFA, which is fine. But for the next character, you can either go to BFA again, but I recommend not doing the same thing over and over again, because you will get all the same items and the same looks on the items. In order to get more a bigger amount of things to sell and different looks on items, go to different chromie times. It's that easy. If you level in TBC, the greens will look completely different. The sets will look completely different than anything in BFA or Red or Legion. So try out different chromie times to get also different materials from mining or herbalism if you take that, different materials from disenchanting greens, but also different greens, white, and gray items to sell. Also, an easy thing to do is make a bank character where you send everything to that you will sell, and then post it on the auction house from that character. Then you only have one character to look after for selling things. So that's basically what I do from level 10 to 50. I mostly pick Enchanting and Herbalism because it's just easy. I level up, I do quests, I pick some herbs, and I sell the items. And for the next character, I go to the next expansion. So the last one I did was BFA, so the next one will probably start off in TBC again. And then the one after will go to Wrath, and then the one after that will go to Cataclysm or to Mist of Pandaria, anything like that. I just try to keep it different all the time, so I can get different items in, so I can get more items to sell and get a lot of items to sell instead of only the same item over and over again. Then level 50 to 60, we already talked about it in the last video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. 50 to 60 is basically 50 to 59. And make sure you only go to Shadowlands at level 50, so you can skip a lot of it. 50 to 59, then turn in all the other quests to get to level 60. And after that, set up your mission table. There were some tips and tricks about the mission table. Go check those out in the last video. It's really helpful. Will make it a lot easier to do all your missions. And yeah, while leveling, don't worry about the class you're playing. Any class can level up. Any class can do it fast as long as you know what you're doing. I prefer to level up hunters. I found out that they were really easy. I can basically solo every quest that I had so far. I can kill elites. I can do group quests solo with the pets. You got some self heals. You got camouflage to get into stealth, to sneak around. I can have 2 pets out with beast mastery. With my pet, I have 15% leech, so I can get some health back as long as I'm doing damage. You get a lot of things going with hunter, which I think is really easy. So that's why I pick hunters to level up. And besides that, if you have the Exile's Reach starting zone, if you did it on 4 characters with all the different armors, then you can also make allied races to skip the first levels. If you make an allied race, they will start at level 10, and I think Demon Hunters and Death Knights will start at level 8. So you can just make allied races and start at level 10 to skip the first 10 levels, and then go to Chromie, pick a Chromie time, and level up wherever you want to get even quicker. The first 10 levels aren't that long. They normally take about, I think I do them in an hour and a half at most. But still, it is an hour and a half that you can skip. And it will be a little bit faster to level 60. So that's it. A quick summary. Get either Enchanting, Mining, or Herbalism, 2 of those 3 professions while leveling. Keep all the items you get. If you don't have backspace for it, send them over to a bank character. And that's the profession items, the crafting materials you get from Mining, Herbalism, and Enchanting. And any Transmog items or white or gray items that you find while leveling, send them over to an alt and sell them on the auction house. That was it for this video. In the next video, I will be talking about the auction house, how I use it, what I sell, and I will show you some of the farms that I do to get some of those items to sell. I will show some runs as well that I did, so you can see what I get and how much it's worth. And I will also show you what I have up on the auction house, and I can tell you it's a lot more than I expected it to be, but you will see it all in the next video. This was it for this one. Hope to see you all in the next one, and let me know down below how your mission tables are going. See you all in the next one.